What's up? If it's not Monday, August 5th at after 3:30 p.m. and before, I don't know, 5:30 or 6 p.m., depending on how busy I get later, don't leave me a comment at that point. I don't know why, but I keep like getting comment notifications from stuff that happened days ago and I have no idea what people are talking about. So, yeah, leave a comment today. That's cool. But if it's not now, then my phone recently told me that I was getting less exercise, even though I am still exercising the exact same amount that I was always exercising. I don't know if that's because I've been sitting down in the studio more, because talking to y'all, or what. But I get a kink in my neck if I stand up and then also try to be level with the camera. I might have to get like a shelf to put this laptop on or something. No COVID, by the way. Turns out I did not catch COVID. I am going to keep going forward with my what is that? Keep going forward with my theory that I have COVID super immunity now because I caught COVID at Metallica in 2021 and I haven't had it since. And I have been super exposed to it. Like my friend that I stayed with at Comic Con came down with COVID, and he and I basically watched a Deadpool movie a night together, sitting right next to each other. 2 nights on it. We watched all three Deadpool movies over the Comic Con weekend, and oh shoot, oh, I always forget that I've got the music up, and now I'm gonna get copyright strikes because everybody's gonna be like, ah. Anyway, yeah. So we watched all three Deadpool movies the weekend of Comic Con. So I was like sitting next to him on the couch for the first two Deadpool movies, and sitting next to him in the theater for the third Deadpool movie. And he tested positive the day after I left. So I'm like, plus I was at Comic Con, like taking zero precautions. So I'm like, if I haven't caught it yet, pretty sure I'm not gonna. Hey Dan, what's happening? How's things up north? They got that fire under control yet? Little by little. What's the percentage? Do you know? 34%. Hey, Melina, how's it going? What's up? It's Monday. I got a little bit of time for you guys, and then I got to make Metal Zone, which is fun to make online because I get all these people asking me to play songs I'm not going to play. And then they think I'm a dick when I'm like, nope, not playing your shit. You do your job, I'll do mine. I don't mind when people request songs. I really don't. It's just the how come you never play, or why don't you play, or why won't you play, or wah, when people get all insistent about that shit. I'm like, my show. Fourth largest fire in the history of California? How is that possible? Well, I mean, how much of it is inhabited area though? That's probably why it's not getting as much. Hey, Chew, why it's not getting as much publicity, right? I mean, the Atlas fire wasn't the biggest, but it tore through a lot of homes, and I think that's what's happened with a lot of Southern California fires that have gotten a lot more publicity too. Um, I remember there was a Yosemite fire that was just burning for ages, and they were like, "Meh, it's a national forest. That happens." And all they did was like close it to tourists. They're like, "Nope, got to let it burn every once in a while. That's got to happen." But it was burning where there weren't people. 400,000 acres in 2 weeks. Whew. Where at though? Like how much of, like I said, how much of that is inhabited, or how much? I mean, sometimes fire is good in some cases. Some places it's called the rim fire. Let me see. I'll have to look it up. The rim fire map. Oh, is that where you are? So it's going into Yosemite now. Well, that tracks because the fire I was thinking of was like in the 90s. So Yosemite is definitely due for another one. That would track. Hey, Fur, what's going on? What did everybody do on the weekend? Did you guys have fun? I saw Deadpool again. I know, it's seriously hilarious. I can't help it. I thought Deadpool was so goddamn funny. And I was sitting there telling my friend, it's so goddamn funny. I'll probably see it again. And he was like, we're seeing it on Sunday. And then he opened the Alamo. He sent me his seat locations for Alamo Drafthouse. And when I opened the map for Alamo Drafthouse, the whole place was sold out except for like except for like a handful of seats on the very sides, and then one seat right behind him. And I was like, well, apparently I have to go see it again because the universe is telling me to sit with you. Oh, was that 2013? Oh, the one I'm thinking of was in the 90s. So still, timing tracks. Hey, Justin. Why do you hate Mondays, Justin? Do you have a day job that you work on Mondays? You know what, PJ? I really did want to use that popcorn bowl, but I was at Alamo Drafthouse in San Francisco. So nobody would have flinched. I mean, let's be honest, the Mission District, I could have walked in with that Wolverine popcorn bowl and nobody would have even looked my way. Hey, Umberto, what's going on? It's funny. I was like meeting my friends for drinks before the show, and and I'm walking. So I parked like right in front of the theater. I don't know what it is, but I think I've just been street parking in San Francisco for so long, and I'm afraid to even brag about this. Like I'm gonna jinx it, but I have really good luck parking. Like I get really good parking spots. So I ended up parking like literally right in front of the theater. And so I had to walk back 2 blocks to where we were meeting for drinks. And as I'm walking the 2 blocks back where we're meeting for drinks, some dude just starts walking next to me and is like, "Hey, pretty lady. Hey, where are you from?" And I was like, "I'm from here." And he's like, "You live here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "How come I never seen you?" And I'm like, "Because I live in the East Bay." And he's like, "Oh, so you don't live here?" And I was like, "No, but I know the hood. So please don't." And he's like, "Oh, are you single?" And I was like, "Not for you." And it was so ridiculous. This guy's just like walking with me, just like telling me I'm pretty over and over and over and over and over and over, like it's gonna make a difference. Does that work? Has anyone ever tried that strategy and had it like come through and had a woman go, "Oh my God, wait, you have told me I'm pretty like 72 times while stalking me for 2 blocks. I am going to concede and give you my number because clearly we were meant to be together." For reals, dude. It's so dumb. I'm not single for you. I don't know you. It never ceases to amaze me. I'm dropping stuff left and right. Plus, if I lose that flash drive, I'll be in trouble. Worst come on line ever. I mean, it's not a bad pickup line to tell someone they're pretty, but it just it doesn't make any sense, you know? I mean, I don't think like it's a real good conversation starter. Yeah. Plus, also, you know, following women on the street just immediately not the best idea. You know, no woman likes to be followed on the street, even if it's broad daylight. That shit is creepy. Have I had eye surgery with Dr. Bindi? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you did too? You used our discount? That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Umberto. They told you, they should have told you. I'm sure they told you when you got the surgery that you were going to need reading glasses, right? Because sorry, I like have a nail thing that's bugging me right now. I'm giving my nails a break from the dip. Yeah, they should have told you that, and they probably did. PJ, don't crash. It's true though, right? I'm not gonna be single just for some rando on the street that's literally following me. Psh. I was like, nah, dude, I'm meeting people. Fuck off. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but why are you like following me on the street? Like a simple hi, hello, you're pretty. Thank you, nice to meet you. Please move on. Like clearly I'm not stopping to talk to you. Anyway, but yeah, Umberto, they should have told you, and I'm sure they did, that basically that laser eye surgery, it dials you back to perfect vision from where you are then. But if your eyes were going to get worse anyway, they will start to get worse from that point. Now, also what happens is when we get older, it's not that our eyes can't see, it's that our corneas stop focusing. Our corneas get rigid and they have trouble focusing far and close. So they decide to pick one or the other. And when you get older, they pick far because that's the safest one, I guess. I don't know. The evolution, right? You need to be able to see predators far away. So if your body can pick a far or a near, it's going to pick the far. And that's when your macular degeneration or whatever they call it happens. You just get reading glasses. I went and saw Dr. Bindi and he did my eyes again. He's like, wow, your vision's still close, like practically perfect. You know, he's like, you've had almost no change in your vision since we did your surgery in 2000 and I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. I think it was 2006. And he goes, here's what I do. I buy a bunch of reading glasses and then I just leave them all over the house. He's like, drop by the drugstore, try on some reading glasses, see which one makes sense for you. You know, whether you need like the 1.5, the 1.75, the 2.0 or whatever. He goes, and then I order them in mass on Amazon, and then I just leave them all over the place. Leave them by the TV, leave them by the phone, leave them by the toilet, leave them by the bed, leave them in the car, leave them in your backpack. So that's what I do. I got them in here with my sunglasses. There is a thing that you can do, but it's still new and it's newish and it's really expensive. Now I can see you. And it's called lens therapy, I think. It's basically where they swap out your corneal lenses so that you have, hi Roy, so that you have young lenses that can focus again. Steve Gorman got it done and he's fucking loving it. He said it's this thing, it's like pilots are getting it done, you know? Pilots who get a little bit older and need to be able to see perfectly without glasses or contacts or getting this lens change. And whereas I think the LASIK was like in the $3,000 to $5,000 range. I think this is in like the $8,000 to $10,000 range, or 8 to 10 or 12. I'm not sure. Hey, Roy. I look enlightened. Oh, because of the glasses. Hey, Justin. Sure, I can play Metallica. Yeah, James's birthday was over the weekend, August 3rd. Hard to believe. Hey, Sean. You're going to Metallica in Seattle too? Yeah. Any must see do things in Seattle? Oh, there is a very cool Jimi Hendrix statue in Capitol Hill, along with a fantastic coffee shop called Kaladi Brothers. There's a pizza place called Sizzle Pie, if it's still open, and it's like a heavy metal themed pizza parlor. They have like pizzas named after like Judas Priest and Metallica songs and stuff, and they play metal overhead. Happy birthday, Roy. You can kick a wake stretch. I don't know what that means. Let's see. What else is there in Seattle? There's a whole bunch of stuff. There is Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee's graves are there if you're into that sort of thing. The Mopop, the museum, is very, very cool. I don't know what exhibits they have there now, but last time I went, there was a cool exhibit. There's always some kind of cool exhibit there. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix grave is there, as well as a really cool statue of him in Capitol Hill. Kick and Stretch is an SNL skit. Oh, is that chick who's all, and I'm 50? Yeah, I didn't really get in on that one. Oh, happy belated, Stan. Yeah, other people, if you know stuff in Seattle, chime in. I mean, I've only been to Seattle like twice. So I don't know a lot of stuff. My sister lives out there, so she knows more stuff than I do. But also she's in Tacoma now, so that's a lot of some of that stuff is a bit of a hike. I mean, obviously Pike's Place is super touristy, but super fun. Totally worth it. Hit all those shops up in there. What else is there? What am I forgetting? Chip, what am I forgetting in Seattle? You seem to know you got the scoop. You got the inside fix, brother. Yeah, I mean, all I know right now is I'm getting in on Friday, and I'm staying downtown. That is all I know right now. Oh, looks like I need to buy a workout vest. Let's see. Interesting.
This report is sponsored by your Bay Area BMW centers. There's used, there's certified, and then there's BMW certified. Now through September 3rd, take advantage of no payments for 3 months on all 2019 through 2022 BMW certified models. See a Bay Area BMW center today for details or visit Bay Area BMW.
Is the public market different than Pike's Place? I thought they were all like right there in the same. Oh, the Space Needle, right. Yeah, sure, PJ. Review that flight itinerary and get back to me. I'm still hoping against hope that I'll get an interview and I'll need to change all my plans. But I did talk to Q Prime today and they were like, it's not looking great. And I was like, I know it was a long shot to begin with, but if by some minor miracle an interview pops, I need to be ready to bank and prepare. Yeah, try. You know what I like? I like TripAdvisor. Whenever I'm like last minute trying to figure something out, or where I'm going, I usually hit like TripAdvisor and I find some pretty good information there. One time I went to Seattle and I went to this like dinner theater place that had really good food and they had like a little circus performance inside, but I remember it was downtown-ish. But I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember anything else about it except for like there were like acrobats in the middle of the restaurant and it was very cool. And they wouldn't let you take pictures or video. There was a burlesque show that I went to in Seattle that was super fun. It was like a little dinner theater burlesque thing. That was cute. Sorry, I got to figure this thing out here real quick. Oh, this weight vest comes with iron pellets as the filler. It's not, I thought it was like plates or something. Oh, so wait, this isn't, okay. PJ, you ready? I think it's coming up. Oh, can you hear it through the headphones? God damn it. It's going to be copyright strikes all over this thing. I'll just delete it. Well, I mean, let's be honest, PJ, it's Metallica. I mean, as much as I love them for being, the Bay Area's biggest metal band, they're also now the world's biggest metal band. So I really can't be too shitty about it, right? I mean, we've had so much Metallica here that we're kind of spoiled. I've interviewed James and Lars and Kirk, and Jason and Robert. I mean, I've literally interviewed the whole band that's been alive while I've been in radio. So, and more than once on some occasions, you know, like with Kirk and with Lars. I mean, there's somebody in Peru right now who's like, bitch, what? You know, some people never get to speak to the band directly, and I have had a lot of opportunities to interview them. So, you know, if they say, hey, we're not going to be able to fit it in this time around, I mean, I could pout, but I'd be a dick if I did. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 6. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 7. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 8. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude.
Oh, I think you're killing me.
I know, so close.
Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Time to pick a random number for caller 10. Hi, it's the Bone. Who's this?
Eric.
Hey, Eric. How are you today?
I'd be awesome if I win.
What if you didn't win? Then would you be
That
like
would suck because
not
I was caller
awesome?
2 all last week.
You were caller 2 last week.
Yep.
Aw. Well, Eric, have you won anything from the Bone in the last 30 days?
No, I have not.
How do you spell Eric? E-R-I-C?
E-R-I-C.
What's your last name?
R-A-K-O-W-S-K-I.
Okay, it looks like you are in the clear. You haven't won anything this year, Eric. Let me just double check your phone and email. All right. Are you still living in Dixon?
I am.
Dang, that's a hell of a commute. Are you listening online?
It is. Actually, I can get the radio station coming through Fairfield all the way to San Rafael and into the city, but then I have to jump onto the app.
That is
and I'm
impressive.
The guy that traveled across country to Florida a few months back and called you up when I was in different states, listening to the Bone all the way through.
Well, I'm glad that listening paid off. Congratulations, Eric. You got a pair of tickets to the Lamont and Snelly Ball Friday, August 16th. Your tickets are going to be emailed to you. Do you remember how that works? You keep an eye out on your spam filter?
Yes.
Okay, great. You got any questions?
Uh-uh.
All right. Well, it sounds like you are doing awesome then, Eric. Congratulations, man.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's been a minute.
I know. I'm the woke and you welcome back guy.
Oh, okay. That doesn't narrow it down, but thank you.
I call you every now and then and say, I'm so glad you're back.
Oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I like being back. It's been pretty awesome. Yeah. It was weird while I was away. I'll say that.
It was. It was like really weird on the afternoon commute.
Well, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody that did afternoons after me, because they were all like friends and colleagues.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just weird.
Yeah, but you know, I kind of feel like I feel like this is my spot, and I feel like it has been since I first kind of sat in it back in 2005, 2006. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I'm grateful that other people kept this seat warm for me while I was away, and you know, fuck the corporate asshole that made me quit.
Right. Well, like I said, we were listening since you took that seat in 2005.
Wow. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, congratulations and take care. I got to get back to work, man.
Rock on. All right, I'm going back to my app now because I'm hitting Fairfield.
All right. Well, and good to know that you were able to get through listening on the app with the cue to call and everything.
Yes, that. All right, darling. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate you too. Cheers, Eric. Late.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Charlie, what's happening? How was your weekend? You graduated from high school in 2005? Well, I am a lot older than you are, Dan. Like a lot. Oh, yeah? How's the shop doing? It looks so great in there. I'm always so impressed with your shop. My weekend was good. It was pretty chill. I was so fucking tired all the time, you know? It's so funny. I was testing. I've been COVID testing every day since Comic-Con because my friend that I stay with at Comic-Con got COVID. I think I told you. And every day I was like more and more convinced, oh, I'm testing positive today. I am so tired. I'm all sniffly and congested and icky and just, I'll bet you it's today's the day I test. Nope. Spoiler alert, no COVID. This is just middle age. This is just how you feel at this age. Every day you wake up going, it's just like COVID. Oh my God, Charlie, you sound just like me. If I would absolutely do that. I mean, look at my shoes. I got way too many shoes. I was looking around my closet today and I was like, I need to organize my shoes because I have so many shoes that I'm not wearing. I was like looking for a pair of shoes to wear today. And I was like, I got all these shoes that I never wear. And it's because they're not organized anymore. They used to be organized in terms of like going out shoes. You know, I had all my like going out and fancy dress shoes because I used to go out and fancy dress a lot more than I do now. And now I need to reorganize for not fancy shoes, but fun shoes. Oh, yeah. You should not have a wholesale app on your phone. No, you should only be allowed to shop with coffee, never with edibles. I mean, I can't even manage to stay awake on edibles. I basically just sit there and like sleep, eat, and watch cartoons until I pass out, especially with edibles. Oh, Roy's gone. He doesn't need any more Seattle tips. Or was that Sean? No, Sean needed the Seattle tips. Roy was doing the thing, the kick and stretch that made no sense. Oh, Roy's got birthday plans. That's probably it. You organized your whole closet and got like $300 worth of Container Store stuff and did the same thing. Oh my God, dude. That's what I did in the early 2000s. I spent like a metric shit ton of money on Container Store stuff. And I got all my shoes organized by color and heel height. And I got them all stacked in the closet in these like gorgeous, like clear shoe boxes. Yeah. But now I can't wear any of them because where am I going that I'm wearing heels? Nowhere, ever. So I need to unorganize what's in there now and then reorganize what's most likely to get worn. Because I do have a lot of tennis shoes too that I'm not wearing. You know, like, see, I could have worn my Iron Maiden Vans today, but now they're more like a yellow hue and this is red. It doesn't go. I was going to wear my David Bowie Vans, but the reds are off. And I was like, nah, I can't wear off reds. That makes me angry. So I ended up going with these like taupe Converse All-Stars, the shorts. Yeah, see? Chucks and flip-flops. Exactly. But you know what's funny is I have these like leopard print. They're cuter than they sound, but they're like leopard print platformy flip-flops. And I can't find them. I know I have them and it's summertime and I would wear them all the time if I could find them. But right now, all I can find is 2 different pairs of sandals and it's fucking hot in Concord, you know? Like I can barely stand to put clothes on to get to work. Right. Yeah, you know? Anyway, I need to get my shit together. I should have done more this weekend, but I didn't. I ended up cooking a lot this weekend, but I did get all my grocery shopping done. But I had to do grocery shopping twice because for unknown reasons, the Whole Foods by my house, their whole refrigeration thing went to shit. So I walk in and everything refrigerated is like in the process of being emptied out. Like it must have just happened or something. I don't know. But they just put caution tape around all their fridges and were like, sorry for the inconvenience, temporarily down. And I was like, but they have all my favorite stuff. You know, I haven't been able to find anybody else besides Whole Foods that carries like local dairy stuff, you know, so they have all my favorite yogurt and cottage cheese and milk and eggs and, you know, all that business. So I ended up having to go to the Walnut Creek Whole Foods, which anyone who's ever had to go to the Walnut Creek anyone who's ever had to go to Walnut Creek on a Saturday period and then to have to drive deep into the heart of downtown Walnut Creek where the Whole Foods is behind Macy's is like, you have Sprouts? Oh, I wish we had Sprouts. We don't get Nugget. The only Nugget's in Vacaville, dude. Everyone does need leopard print something. I've always been anti-leopard print because it was just so prevalent in the 80s that I was like, nope. So I'm a very sparingly leopard printed person, but I do have a handful of things that are cute. I just can't get, like, some people wear entirely too much leopard print. You know who they are. I can't do that. I need to change it up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, Dan? You know where the deep in Walnut Creek, nobody ever wants to drive there on a Saturday. Ugh, that's where I had to drive to get my shit. The good news is I was able to place the order ahead of time for free and then just pick it up. So I didn't have to actually mix with the people of Walnut Creek. The funny thing is I used to live in that neighborhood. That's actually the neighborhood I was in. If anybody remembers me telling the story about like how the cars were getting broken into in the middle of the night and I woke up like hella stoned and couldn't remember my address to call the 911 operator and tell them where to send the police. And there was like a shooting and all the car crashing stuff. That's that neighborhood right there. Oh, you're coming to town? Oh my God, yay. What am I doing in October? I really got to get my calendar together. I'm looking at August and it's just a total shit show. That reminds me, I haven't written a bunch of stuff down for August. Like I am hosting a preview of the new Crow movie, which would be blasphemous, except that it's got a Skarsgård in it. Anything with a Skarsgård has the potential to be really cool. So you won't have a car? Yeah, but I'm in the city every day. So, I mean, if you want to borrow my car, you can. You can drive a stick, right? Yeah, Treat Boulevard, Newell, all that business. Yeah, we can. You know what? I'm just going to write on my calendar that you're in town those days so that I remember. Oh, I haven't printed out October yet. Time to get on that. Let's see. Do I have anything in here yet? October. Where am I flying in the end of September that I need to remember? Oh. I'm going to San Diego to see Green Day the week before. All right, October 1st through 3rd, Charlie. in town. Bink. 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 Yeah, I have a paper calendar. Yeah, totally. I mean, if you're in the city, I'm in North Beach every day. So if you're staying anywhere near downtown Union Square, North Beach, all of that, Embarcadero. Yes. Let me know, and we'll definitely meet up. Did I already do that? I did. Okay. Okay. You want a stick shift again, Dan? Aw, you're too young for a stick shift. I told my sister I'd teach her how to drive a stick, and she never got around to it. She's like 12 years younger than I am. All right. I need to write it on. I need to put it in here too. If I don't put everything in my phone and on my calendar and in any other like line of sight places that I can put it, I'll completely forget about it. I had this commercial that I was supposed to do on Friday, but I didn't know enough about it was like about sports betting, and I didn't know enough about it. I mean, I'm aware of it. I just didn't know a lot of the specifics. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this commercial just yet. So I talked to one of the kids at KMBR and I was like, hey, will you do this commercial? Like, rewrite this for me so that it makes sense. Cause it was just like random bullet points and instructional things. It wasn't like a commercial script. I was like, hey, you want to script this for me? I'll make it worth your while. And he was like, sure. And then this morning he texted me and was like, hey, sorry, I didn't get you that script yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm still working on it. And I was like, what script? It took me like a full minute to be like, oh, right. I got to do that when I get in. You drove a Tercel wagon that was a 5-speed. Dan, not a brag, bro. Not a brag. Good thing your dad insisted you learn how to drive, though, because often I will say that to people. They'll be like, hey, yeah, can you just blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you can just take my car. And then I'm like, oh, wait, can you drive a stick? And a lot of times people are like, no. And they're like, sorry. Sorry, dude. Charlie in town. October. Oh, there we go. October 1 through 3. Okay. Hey, Sherry, what's going on? Oh, right. We need to do Metal Zone. That's what's going on. I've been all chitty chatty when Metal Zone needs to get made. Oh my God. Did you guys see Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mud? Literally had the SWAT team called on him because he was stopped at a traffic stop and they found an outstanding warrant for him for the last time he had a SWAT standoff, and they went to arrest him and he like refused to get out of the car. So they had to call the SWAT team on him again. I'm like, dude. Dude has been a shit show for decades, man. Okay. Google Drive. Metal Zone playlists. Metal Zone concert calendar. Metal Zone master list. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oh, look at Google trying to get me to use Chrome. Did you see Google got busted today? I saw this report. Did I already delete it? I might have already deleted it. I wanted to read it though. Yeah, here we go. Google violated antitrust laws in their online search tool. And the decision, a judge has ruled, and the decision may alter the way big tech companies do business. Dun, dun, dun. And it's shit like this where I'm like I'm on Google using my Google Drive, but I'm doing it on Safari. And Google's like, we recommend using Chrome. Did you want us to just switch you over to Chrome? Just click right here. And I mean, how many people just click on that and don't even think twice and end up giving Google their whole lives? It's not that I don't use Chrome. I do use Chrome. It's just I use Safari for some things and Chrome for some things. And Google needs to get the fuck out of my business for whatever I am doing it for. Work, then stream, then back this week. Oh, okay. Well, it's good to see you, Charlie. I do watch your TikToks. It's fun to watch you play video games in little bursts. But I don't know any of the games, so I do get confused. I saw you on one of them and you were like, where did that just come from? He's not wearing anything. He literally just had to pull that out of his ass. Oh, good, Dan. I'm glad you had a good 4-wheel drive. That's necessary when you live in the mountains, especially if you're in that snowy area. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Roy. Yeah, well, Wes Scanlon's barely still alive, although he can't be doing too bad. He was driving an H2 Hummer. So he can afford those gas prices. And he was driving in Burbank, so it's not like he was living in, it's not like he was living in the ghetto, I guess. Oh, Sherry, you like the pasta? Aw, you don't have everything for pesto? What don't you have? I mean, there's a lot of substitutions you could do. Pine nuts are stupid expensive. I just got them at Costco, or I wouldn't have used them. I would use walnuts. But I just happen to have them. The incognito mode. I don't need to be incognito. I'm not trying to Google how to dissolve bodies or anything. Because if I was going to do that, I would go to the library in person where I could look at that shit in a book and then put the book away and nobody would ever know. Or I would just, stream Breaking Bad again. You shouldn't use talks to text because obviously the whole message didn't go through. Oh, it didn't? Oh, bummer. Well, I don't know where you got cut off, but thanks. Anybody who hasn't seen my cooking video, it's it was actually a lot longer and Instagram edited it down for me. So if you were trying to cook from that video, there's a handful of steps missing. But it was really good. And honestly, let me see here. What was missing from this thing? Nope, that's not what I meant. So this is the linguine that I used from Whole Foods. And it came out really good. I don't know if you've ever tried to cook like gluten-free or, just non-pasta pastas, but usually they're fucking gross. Most gluten-free brown rice shit is either like too hearty or too mushy. it just never seems to have the right consistency. And this is a combination of brown rice flour and cauliflower. And it came out, it still has kind of that hearty taste of stuff that's too thick, but it had the perfect texture. So I was super into it. Hey, Justine, how's it going? No, I don't know Julie. I've seen a little Julia Child, but I can't stand her voice. Dave, how was Boston? Boston, did they take care of you in Boston? Did you get a lobster roll? Oh, and there was a storm. I heard there was weather, but that it didn't affect the show. Hour 8 of 10. You drove to Boston? I thought you flew. Oh my God. Oh, you're riding in a car and you don't have audio, and I'm just talking to you like you can hear me. Okay. How would you make pesto without nuts? You don't have any nuts at all? Let's see what the internet says. I actually did Google a recipe for pesto where I was like, because I was having the conversation with myself, walnuts versus pine nuts for pesto. And somebody was like, I don't use nuts at all, and I really like it that way. And I was like, wait, what? Pesto without, and plus there's people with tree nut allergies and stuff. So you don't have to. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you can just put all the other stuff in there without nuts. You don't really have to substitute the nuts. You can just do basil, garlic, and Parmesan. Oh, here's somebody. I have a tree nut allergy, and this is my recipe for fresh pesto. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh, they use spinach and basil, so the spinach kind of thickens it up, gives it that nutty, hearty kind of flavor. But yeah, salt and pepper, spinach, lemon juice, Parmesan, olive oil, garlic, basil. There you go. So yeah, if you don't have nuts, just make it without nuts. That's what she said. But then yeah, there were a lot of steps in the process that got left out. Let's see. Or at least I think there were. Mostly in the pasta. Let's see. Adding stuff to the pasta. Also, if you do make this chicken caprese, just butterfly the chicken and do salt and pepper on both sides. But I personally, if I did it again, I would just cook the chicken butterflied on both sides, and then I would put the caprese on top of it, open, and then put it on the broiler just to melt the mozzarella and to give the tomato a little bit of a cook, because I wasn't super keen on how overcooked the tomato was, and it didn't overcook the chicken, but it was this close to overcooking the chicken, which I was not a fan of. And then I added the basil to it after. Basil, I'm sorry. I added the pesto after, and then put some Parmesan on top of that. I mean, not Parmesan, mozzarella on top of that. But you know, if you look here, you can see everything in the middle got pretty overcooked in my opinion, comparatively to what would have happened if I hadn't cooked the whole thing all at once. Plus, it was a bitch to flip, you know. I'm not gonna become the fifth chef. where are there cooking shows? So I don't know if you're making a cooking show reference. I used to watch Gordon Ramsay's shows back before he started doing Hollywood shows. I liked his English shows, but yeah, pesto's so easy to make and it's delicious and you can just throw it on everything and it keeps in the fridge for a good week or two. So I just like take spoons out of it. You can put it on toast. It's fucking delightful. PJ's hungry. Yeah, you can use Romano cheese too. Don't judge me for my Costco pesto. Part of me really wanted to buy a hunk of pesto and just grate it fresh, but I didn't. I cheaped out on the Parmesan. But I bought really good other stuff. So I got good mozzarella. I got good local mozz and basil from the backyard and that sort of thing. So I was like, I'm already spending so much goddamn money on cheese. It just would be ridiculous for me to spend like another $25 on a hunk of Parmesan. Now I regret it. It's all right. I'm not mad. It still tasted really good. I mean, it wasn't like I feel like if I'm using it in a very garlic forward sauce like a pesto or this heirloom tomato thing that I was doing, I don't think it needs to be a particularly high-end Parmesan. If you're just grating it on top or if you're doing like an Alfredo, that's different. And I was thinking about making an Alfredo tonight too with my cheap Parmesan. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to do it later this week. I got a lot of shit going on. Which reminds me, I need to make Metal Zone. Okay. I didn't know the Food Network was still on. I haven't watched it since they got rid of Anthony Bourdain. You made a pizza with sausage and portobello mushrooms. Popping chicken? I'm not sure what you mean, Christopher. Yeah, you know what, Sherry? I'm with you on that one. You know, I was following a recipe that wasn't mine. So I figured if that's what it says to do, then that's what I'll do. And I'm not mad. It didn't come out badly. It came out really good. I mean, it was actually really good. But yeah, sorry, I keep catching my nail on something. I need a finer grit nail file and I don't have one with me. Yeah, Christopher, I know Anthony Bourdain died, but before he died, he got booted for the Food Network and went to the Travel Channel. Right? And then I think he went from Travel Channel to CNN. Someone else. He had two shows. He had like three shows. He had one on the Food Network and then one on the Travel Channel. And in the third show, I can't remember where it was, but overcooked chicken gets leathery. Yes. This chicken I cooked in oil and it wasn't leathery. The inside was still, because I only cooked it for like 5 minutes on each side. So the inside stayed pretty well tender, but the inside was too tender because the stuffing part of the chicken, in my opinion, was overcooked. Oh yeah, never buy. Yes, PJ, I have an air fryer. I would not buy pesto from the store either. You know, it's funny. And my sister, way better cook than I am. Oh my God, my sister, and she like bought some pesto from the store and left it at my house. And I was like, what is this about? Why didn't you just make it? I don't know. Maybe she was in a hurry. Knowing her, she was making something else that was really complicated. And the pesto was just like one little tiny aspect of it because she makes really good, complicated shit. One year for my birthday, because for my birthday, she's always like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "Just cook me something." And that bitch made bone marrow. She did like this whole French themed dinner, and it included like a bone marrow course. And I was like, holy shit. And it was good too. Oh my God, it was so good. Do I have a good crock pot? Yeah. I have an air fryer and a crock pot and a Cuisinart and a KitchenAid and a juicer and a NutriBullet and a what am I forgetting? I don't know. I probably have all the things. Your mom used bacon grease or butter for chicken? I have bacon grease and I have butter on standby, but I didn't see any point in using either one for this chicken. I don't think it would have made it better. I like to use bacon grease for things like hash or potatoes, or eggs. Oh, I didn't do that with the cauliflower. The cauliflower pasta came in a package. I can't take credit for that. Avery, what's happening, man? What you doing on the Blind Illusion account confusing me? I was going to call you Mark. You love chicken boobs in an air fryer? Kudos, PJ. Kudos. I love the air fryer for sweet potato fries, crab cakes, Brussels sprouts. Yeah. But chicken, I like chicken on the grill. Honestly, in hindsight, I probably should have made some of that stuff on the grill. I need to get better at grilling because it's too hot in Concord to cook indoors. I just had the day off and I wanted to do something chill, so I spent it mostly cooking when I really shouldn't have. I should have spent it cleaning the garage, but it was too hot. Always keeping it brutal, Avery. In fact, we are brutally about to program the Metal Zone before we got sidetracked talking about food because apparently we are all hungry. You still have a cookbook from your parents known as the Food Stamp Gourmet. Have I ever heard of it? No. I mean, I know what food stamps are and I know what a gourmet is, so I can imagine it's some sort of budgetary thing, but you got to be careful with time period cookbooks because sometimes they'll tell you, I mean, if you look at cookbooks from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they use a stupid amount of mayonnaise when there's no reason for it. Or gelatin, the cookbooks always kind of revolve around like whatever's hot at the time, and sometimes that's fucking weird in hindsight. I mean, I will Google a lot of recipes, and then there's a handful of places I like to kind of go and see what they have, and then I'll kind of cobble something together based on what I've read, depending on what I want to cook. Usually I'll go to the New York Times. I go to this place called Half Baked Harvest. It's some chick I saw on Instagram that a friend turned me on to. She makes really good food. And then I just Google it and see what comes up, and I see who's on Google. I used to go to this one called Delish a lot, but now they're like, we're members only. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. You want to make carbonara? I'll be honest, carbonara is tough. It is really tough to make. I have made it okay in the past, but I don't do well with it. It is tough working with eggs in that capacity. I've had better luck making hollandaise than I have making carbonara. I mean, give it a shot. It's up to you. Carbonara is delicious. I had it for the first time in Europe and then went searching for it ever since because it's so good. What is the date on Friday? The 9th.
All right. And what is coming up in concerts this weekend? Oh, Y&T, Lynch Mob, Skin Lab. Do I have Skin Lab? I feel like I have Skin Lab. Did we have this conversation last week where I was trying to find some Skin Lab and I didn't have it? Let's see. Skin Lab would come before Slayer. There we go. Skin Lab, Dissolve. I don't know what just happened. Let's see if it still exists. If it's in the Z drive or not. There we go. Ah, shit. Damn it. Now I gotta make a file. Drag shit over to it. All right. Bone. Me. New folder. All right. Disturbing the art of expression is the jam. Do I make my own salad dressing? Yes, I do. The fairy dressing has a lot of olive oil. So you know what's funny is my olive oil is starting to get a little old and I can taste it. And I need to get new olive oil because my olive oil is not, it's from Costco. I did have a nice olive oil that I was using only for salad dressings because, and then I ran out of that too. So I got to double check where I'm at olive oil wise, but I do need to get some new olive oil. Also, you can make olive oil. I could zest an orange and throw it in the oil and let it sit there for a week. Boom, I have zesty orange olive oil. Needed a shorter title. You're right, PJ. You are right on that. Oh, you know what? I got a thing coming up here, don't I? You're not going to believe this, but I am apparently giving away Limp Bizkit tickets. Don't know how that happened. I love how Corey Feldman's name is like underlined and in bold around here, like it's a thing. 1077 The Bone and Slow Ride. I'm Nikki Blakk, checking in on that bonehead workforce traffic, and the Bay Bridge is back to just regularly bad commute. It looks like they've cleared the accident and the stalled car, and it's just, the usual slow, which at least will let you stick around for about another 10 minutes where you'll have a chance to win tickets to see Limp Bizkit with Bones, Nano Face, Corey Feldman, and Riff Raff. Hold on. No, that says Nate No Face. See, I do need glasses. Yeah. We're doing that again. We're not letting that one fly. 1077 The Bone and Foghat talking about the slow ride. I'm Nikki Blakk, checking in your bonehead workforce traffic, and it looks like they've cleared the accident and the stalled car from the westbound of the Bay Bridge. And it's just regular commute now. It's just regular sucky out there, which actually does have an upside because you'll still be listening to 1077 The Bone in about 10 minutes when I'm giving away tickets to see Limp Bizkit, Bones, Nate No Face, and Corey Feldman with Riff Raff on August 23rd at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. But if you're here in 10 minutes, you just might win them from 1077 The Bone. Yeah, okay. You need a quick nap, PJ? You're going to miss out on caller 9 so you can take a snooze? If I were in Jews grocery games, I don't know would I build a recipe using the food pyramid, bottom up, top, bottom, or just panic? I don't know anything about that TV show. I'm guessing it's a TV show. So I don't know. I don't think that I would be a good cooking competition person. But I think all of those cooking competitions, people have like a handful of go-to recipes, and depending on what the ingredients are, they just kind of fit the ingredients into those recipes. So I think I'd be fine. I don't think I'd panic. I think I'd be like, oh, well, we can fry this up into something. I don't know. I'm not a chef. I am not a trained person of cooking things. I just like food. But it was really fun cooking this weekend and then getting to eat what I cooked. I would rather just eat rather than have to also cook. But, you got to do what you got to do. I'm gonna do this cue to call, so I don't want you guys to have to hear that and get confused and think that it's a live cue to call. Chance to win Limp Bizkit tickets. Why are you trying to punish your listeners? Does it look like it was my idea? I'm just as confused as you are, bro. But you know what? People are gonna have fun at this show, and I don't give a shit, honestly. I mean, I'm not like excited to give away Limp Bizkit tickets, but I saw them at Aftershock last year from what I could crane my neck around to see, because fuck, it was crowded. And Limp Bizkit still puts on a high energy, very like a weird fucking show. But they're still super high energy, and they're very new metal, rap rock, whatever you want to call it. They don't sound bad. It's Limp Bizkit. So if you're into that, you're going to really like it. Also, Corey Feldman is a fucking weirdo. I mean, wow. Corey Feldman has gone so far off the deep end that his performance is more of like a performance art than it is a band performing a show. And it's just like watching a car crash. It's a spectacle that you can't turn away from. I saw him at, I actually planned on watching like one, maybe 2 songs tops at the DNA Lounge. I dropped in, I looked up, I started watching, and I couldn't stop. I was just like, mouth agape. I'm pretty sure there were like flies building condos in my teeth because I was just like, It was, I couldn't look away. I could not look away, not even to go get a drink at the bar. I was just mesmerized at the sheer awkward, weird, all of the things. It was a lot of feelings. So if people go to this show, I am kind of recommending that you at least get there early enough to see Corey Feldman, and also to consider doing so in an altered state of consciousness, because if I ever see Corey Feldman again, I want to be on mushrooms for it. All right, let me mute for a second. Okay. I always like Slow Ride too, Justine. Shireen, you literally do not know who Limp Bizkit is? You're joking, right? Everybody knows who Limp Bizkit is. Limp Bizkit, dude. They're the band that all the rapes happened at Woodstock 99. Fred Durst put out a sex tape nobody wanted to watch. That's how terrible their band was. Yeah, they did it all for the Nookie, right? Check with Kathy. She knows what I'm talking about. If I was in Guy's Grocery Games, I don't know what Guy's Grocery Games is. I have no idea. I'm guessing it's Guy Fieri and he has a grocery game show, but I never seen it, never heard of it, never seen a commercial for it. Got no idea what people do on Guy's Grocery Games. Is it like Supermarket Sweep? That is the last grocery game show I've ever seen, is Supermarket Sweep. And if that's the case, I honestly don't have a strategy pre-planned for Supermarket Sweep either. When I say the Bay Bridge, do I mean the Golden Gate? No. Why would I mean the Golden Gate? Golden Gate's almost never got an obstruction. Also, rich people have to go over the Golden Gate to get home, and I don't care about rich people. So that's why the Golden Gate hardly ever has backup anymore, because rich people don't have to go to the office anymore. But the Bay Bridge is chock full of commuters. Oh, you're not from here. Oh, God, Justine. Well, no wonder you don't know. The Bay Bridge is very, very different than the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is the big orange iconic span that you see that is always associated with San Francisco. And it goes from San Francisco north into San Rafael, Marin, the North Bay. Rich people live there. The Bay Bridge goes from San Francisco into Oakland and Berkeley. And the Bay Bridge is the more heavily traveled one. So the Bay Bridge is literally, I think, the most heavily commuted bridge in America. And like 500,000 cars a day would go over the Bay Bridge. I don't know what that is post-pandemic and post-tech bust and post and current AI boom. I don't know. But yeah. You were raising a kid and you missed that Woodstock. Well, I missed that Woodstock too, but I heard about it. But I mean, Limp Bizkit, they opened for Metallica. They did a lot of things. They're not new. They had a lot of hits. Hey, Neil. I don't know what that sticker means on YouTube, but thank you. Did you have a question or anything? Yeah, I saw Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit opened for Metallica, right? Or was it Limp Bizkit and Korn and Metallica and Kid Rock at Candlestick Park? Am I remembering that correctly? You flew out to Detroit on New Year's to see. Oh, really? They opened up for Metallica at Sanitarium. What was Sanitarium? Was that like a festival or? Oh yeah, no worries, Justine. There's also there's basically 3 ways out, well, 4 ways out of San Francisco, right? You can go north the Golden Gate Bridge, you can go east across the Bay Bridge, you can go south down the peninsula, or you can take a ferry. 20 years ago. Oh, it was like Summer Sanitarium or something like that. Hang on a second. I need to change this. It shows support for my channel. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate you supporting my channel. I'm new to this channel supporting thing, so I'm really just kind of here hanging out with y'all. But thanks for subscribing. Why? What did you like? I'm curious. Tell me about yourself, Neil. And tell me why more people aren't like you. Dropping a couple bucks to say hi and thanks, and I like your channel. Look at you guys just hanging out for free. I'm kidding. But no, Neil, how did you find my channel? Like what brought you here? I'm curious. I mean, I do hope to like move all of this into the monetization-y sort of sphere eventually, but right now I'm kind of just chilling, letting whatever happen. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it was. I have the concert poster like literally still on my garage wall right now, and I want to say, you know what? Fuck it. The internet will tell me. Metallica, Korn, Candlestick. Okay, Limp Bizkit was not on that one. System of a Down was? What? No. What? Oh, Summer Sanitarium. Okay. God, it was 3Com Park at the time. I don't remember System of a Down being there. This can't be right. I don't even think, is System of a Down even on the poster? It's like Metallica, Korn, Kid Rock, Powerman 5000, who I now remember, and then System of a Down. And the irony to that is that Powerman 5000 doesn't exist. Korn can't get arrested, and System of a Down just sold out Golden Gate Park like in a day, which is crazy. Let's see. I need to find that poster. That's what I need to find. Oh, I also need to finish making the Metal Zone. We have exactly 1 song programmed, and we need like 12 more. Well, depending on how long they are. I mean, if one of those is... Plus, we're a couple minutes away from me giving away these tickets. Let's see. Aha! There's the poster. Okay. Oh my God, System of a Down is on that poster. I have no recollection of System of a Down being at that show. But, I mean, you know, brain fog. Holy shit, this poster's worth $150? And I got it just sitting in my garage over the utility sink? Whoops. I really got to clean my garage. I was supposed to clean my garage this weekend, and I did none of that. Okay. Sell it. Well, my poster is not in mint condition. It has been on the wall in my garage for like 20 years above the utility sink. It's probably got like things splattered on it and stuff. Oh no, Kevin, you're back in the hospital? Dang. Oh no, Neil, did you want me to keep it clean? How clean? Like, can I curse? I mean, I'm not going to, suddenly start talking about weird explicit things. I promise that. A Bay Area thrash metal zone, Exodus, Violence, Death Angel, Testament, maybe Sadist. Well, no, but I like your enthusiasm. But I always have at least 2 or 3 local bands in the metal zone every week. Like that's a given. And I used to play like almost all of them every week. But that's back when I had 3 hours to work with. Now I only have 1 hour to work with all of metal. So I definitely will play a Death Angel again because Death Angel announced the Christmas shows. Yep, the Death Angel Christmas shows at the Great American Music Hall just got announced. So let's see. What do we got Death Angel-y? That sounds good. I played Seemingly Endless Time last week. Oh, right. Winners. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 6. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 7. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 8. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude.
Oh,
So close.
thank you.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks. All right. Let's see. We'll take a chance. Hi, it's the Bone. Who's this?
Terry.
Hey, Terry. How are you today?
Good. How you guys doing?
Not bad. There's just one of me, though.
What's that?
I said there's just one of me, though. No guys.
All right.
Terry, have you won anything from the Bone in the last 30 days?
No.
Terry, how do you spell your name?
Terry.
And your last
The
name?
last name is Myers.
Myers?
Yes.
Okay. Have you won anything from the Bone ever? I don't see you in the system.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. You were caller 10. I got to get a bunch of information from you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Hey, good question for you.
Oh, yeah.
What did I win? Because I just turned on my radio and it said caller, and I called in.
What did you win? Oh, my God. Terry.
I know, but I call in the morning. I work nights, and so like I'm all on it in the morning time and can never get in. And so I was just turned my radio back on, and I heard it, and I called in.
Okay, well, you might be super disappointed then. What if you don't like your prize? What do you want to do?
I'm really easy to please.
That's what she said. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have got a pair of tickets to see Limp Bizkit at the Concord Pavilion.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yes.
Oh, good. You're happy. Oh, phew. Okay. So yeah, you got a pair of tickets to see Limp Bizkit at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord. The tickets are going to be emailed to you, so keep an eye out on your spam filters, especially with a Yahoo account. Spam filters tend to be they tend to be aggressive, and you need to get this email from 1077 The Bone or KSAN or Cumulus.
Okay.
And as soon as you see it, you open it up and click the link inside, which I know sounds counterproductive to every phishing policy ever, but I promise you it is. If it comes from us, you do need to click the link inside to accept the tickets, and then the tickets will be delivered to you via either Live Nation or a Ticketmaster email that follows that. But you have to accept the tickets first.
Okay.
Have you ever done e-tickets before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. They'll be like that. So did you give me the email address that you use for whatever Ticketmaster or Live Nation account you already have?
Yes.
Okay, good. It should be a lot easier that way. So keep an eye out for the email, and congratulations. You're going to the show.
Thanks. When's the concert?
August 23rd.
Okay, got it. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers. First time winner, you guys. I love a first time winner. You know that. I know an hour is not enough for the Metal Zone, but it is what it is. Maybe I'm thinking maybe next year I'm going to ask if we can bump a second hour into the show, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. Right now I'm good with 1 hour. You can do what you want, but we have to keep it clean so YouTube won't ban you or us. That means nobody will be able to watch my live. Oh, I can curse though, right? I mean, because I talk like a sailor, Neil. I'll be honest. Nobody from YouTube has been mad at me about anything except for like copyright strikes, because I work in a radio station and I will periodically forget to turn down the radio and stuff will just be playing because I'm not paying attention to it. I've heard these songs 1,000 times each, probably more, so that I don't really notice. But I try really hard to make sure that they're not there. And sometimes a little bit will bleed through and I'll get like a nasty copyright email. Oh, speaking of copyright emails, I just got a Twitch email. What is this? Thank you for joining the DJ program on Twitch and working with us to build a better future for DJs on Twitch. We're reaching out to address an issue with the Twitch DJ music catalog that we know is causing some confusion. The majority of the data in the catalog is accurate and functioning as expected. However, there are a few but important discrepancies across the multiple data feeds we receive from various record labels, particularly as they relate to the restricted artists list. We're doing everything we can to resolve these issues. We ask that you refrain from performing songs on the restricted artist list. DJs who are opted into the program are not at risk of strikes or enforcement at this time as we work through these issues. How do I know where this list is? Why is there no link to this list so that I know who I can and can't play? I am very confused by this, but okay. Thanks, Twitch. Is anybody even on Twitch right now? I doubt it, right? Oh, one. There's always one on Twitch. I don't know who it is, but there's always one. Does anybody want to admit to being the only one on Twitch? Oh, earlier it was Charlie. Okay, and then let's see who's on YouTube. YouTube, it's an older version of this playing, and I always look so confused when I see it. Oh, I see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. What are the community guidelines? Let's see. Content. Know what type of video. Oh, I'm not doing any video. Personal info. Be cautious sharing your control. Report inappropriate. Privacy. Well, that doesn't do any good. Thanks, YouTube, for not guiding me at all. Jacob, you were on Twitch. You got 5 on it. Thank you. I don't know how that works, but I hope it works. You know, I got $5 from AOL, not AOL, Facebook at some point. Facebook was like, "Here, congratulations. Here's $5." And I was like, okay, cool. How do I get that $5?" And today I spent like an hour. You see where this is going? I spent an hour today trying to get Facebook to figure out how to pay me my $5. So, I don't even know if it still worked, but I might have made $5 an hour on Facebook today. It's crazy. Dan, you were what? I'm sorry, I missed something. I have to record a commercial. Nobody wants to hear the commercial, do they? Look at me giving you the commercial-free treatment. I am gonna sell some posters at some point, though, if anybody's interested. Not that one. Not the Metallica one, but I think I have some other ones. I really should have gone through the garage more this weekend, and I did not, or I would have a better. Oh, Dan, you were on Twitch for a bit? Okay, that tracks. When I checked, it just said, 1, but I think it means 1 at a time. It's always confusing with Twitch because at the end of every Twitch stream, I'll get this, email that says, "Here's your Twitch summary," and my Twitch summary always says, like, 9 or 10 people were watching on Twitch, and I'm always like, "Who?" Nobody said anything. Everybody was very quiet. You just sent me an email, Umberto? There it is. 2006 in May. Oh, it's the Tesla. Aw, May 2006. Well, then, yeah, I would have been there, huh? Oh, I was there. That's me. Oh, look, it's me and your daughter, but this is not at the Tesla thing. Is this at this was at a show, but I can't tell from what I'm wearing what show it was at. But how cute is she? How old is she now? So this was well, shoot, she's out of college at this point. Is she like a grandmother? Oh, I love those photos. Thanks, Umberto. That's insane. I wonder if I can share them. Can I share photos in this thing if I put them in comments? Do I have a Nikki Blakk patch? No. Hadriot bought packages, and you're gonna get Cody and Nick to hand you one. You need your shit hand delivered, bruh. Okay. She's 25 now. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Let me do this commercial real quick. I'll be right back. Dan, you email me some pictures too? I don't see an email from you, Dan. I just see the one from Umberto. Let's see. I wonder if I can drag and drop. Oh, PayPal still trying to get me to log in from trying to get paid by AOL or AOL. You know what? Facebook might as well be AOL at this point for how much people are using it. Okay, let's see. Now, can I drag this into here? That is a negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. All right. Well, just know that he sent me pictures of his daughter and I back in a million years ago. Hey, Lori, how you doing? How are you doing? How you feeling? I know you have the things going on, unless it went to spam. Did you send it to nikkiblack@gmail.com? Because I don't really, well, I guess I have a junk folder, but I don't really use it. Let's see. Nope, not in the spam filter either. Although apparently this is where all my Ivy Room notifications have been going. So I need to, how do I, oops. How do I unspam something on this, on Gmail? You're not spam. Oh. Well, maybe that'll work. But anyway, yeah, no, sorry, Dan. I still don't see the email from you at all. Double check for typos. Autocorrect will catch you if you're typing BFK. You know. All right. Where were we here? Oh, right. Commercials. I need to keep one ear on this. It's going to have to be that one. Okay. Yeah, no vid. You know, it's funny. I texted Shasta this morning and was like, I officially have super immunity because, as I have said a few times today, my friend and I watched a movie. Like, we hung out at Comic-Con all day, every day, you know, and then every night after Comic-Con, we watched a different Deadpool movie. So we were sitting next to each other on the couch watching Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2, and then we were sitting next to each other in the movie theater talking about Deadpool 3, and hung out the whole time. And he tested positive on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, he tested positive on Tuesday. And nope. You didn't get a notification. Oh, you sent it a week ago. Oh, well, Dan, that's a distinction that is important when you're asking me about your email. So you sent it last week. Did I reply? I guess not, huh? If you're asking if I got it. Fuck. Well, I can tell you that I get a lot of emails. I mean, Mark from Blind Illusion sent 4 after we talked the other day. I get Metallica spam every day. Oh, I got the Rolling Stones copyright dispute for my live video, which is not worth fighting. Never mind. I guess I don't need that. I don't see anything, Dan. How far back have I gone? Yep, I've gone back to mid-July. So I don't see it. All right. Well, I'm just going to hope that YouTube doesn't have a problem with my foul language. Because I don't think I can keep it from. Oh, I forgot to write down the time that aired. Hold on. Where is it? Verse 17. Sorry, guys. Job 1 is to make sure that the commercials air on time. And that was 5:11. 5:11. All right. You know what? Okay. It's still Monday, right? I swear to God, it's been Monday for so long, it feels like it's Tuesday. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Dan. Maybe double check the email address that you sent it to. It could have gone to somebody who really does have that email address. Maybe somebody has the email address, Nikki Blakk, BLACK at Gmail. Mine is NIKKI at Gmail. Or you can Google Nikki Blakk contact. Or you can go to nikkiblack.com and there's a contact page. So I am very easy to read. That's why I always get like a little bit irritated when like bands are all, hey, can I get your email to send you my EPK? And I'm like, why don't you just fucking Google it? Why I gotta do your work for you, man? Nobody help me. I'm kidding. I help people. I just also don't have a lot of space for local bands, except for, the few that I could play on the Metal Zone. I don't know about adding a bunch of local bands. Oh, we were just doing that. We were talking about Death Angel, right? Because Death Angel's got a show coming up. And we played Seemingly on this time last night. And we just announced except I played Death Angel last week, and I'm gonna have to play somebody else this week. I mean, I did talk about the Christmas shows getting announced, so I think we're fine. Who did we not play last week? You know who we didn't play? Testament and Exodus. We can do that. When was the last time we played Bonded by Blood? Has it been a minute? It has not been a minute. We're gonna have to go with A Lesson in Violence. By the way, speaking of the Souza kids, has everybody been following Nick Souza on his adventures with violence right now? I'm just so proud of him. Just keeping some ass out there. They just played Vakken, and I guess they've got a couple other shows that they're doing. No Bay Area violence shows, though, huh? I haven't seen anything. Oh, we should play Opeth. I think Opeth is going to sell out the Warfield if it hasn't sold out yet. Oh, come on. I know I got an Opeth song in here somewhere. Oh, well, hold on. Okay. That can stay there. Dan, why did you send me a photo dump of random shit? I mean, you get the email address right this time, though. Pizza looks good. That's a lot of random shit, though, dude. And now I want pizza. And I need to find an Opeth song to play. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Okay. Working on things on your end to be invited to the party, especially for Exodus. I don't know what you mean, Jacob. It's not a party invitation. It's more of a buying a ticket thing. What do you mean? Who's going to replace Jack Gibson? Nobody. Jack's not leaving Exodus. Why would Jack leave Exodus? Huh? Right, Lori? Why would Jack ever leave Exodus? The pizza was from a local pizzeria known as Monstro's. It's like the most underground pizza shop in town. Looks good. Knowing a musician helps. Not all musicians are into publicity or interviews. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jacob. Are you making up that Jack is leaving Exodus right now? Um, for real, like Lori is right. Jack is not leaving Exodus unless Metallica calls. And even then, I just don't see it happening. Yeah, I'm confused what you're talking about, Jacob. Summer Sanitarium 2003, you were at a store and couldn't hear your phone. Oh, don't worry, Sherry. We figured it out. I had to Google that shit, though. Jack has a substitute with Exodus right now? Exodus isn't even on tour. What are you talking about? Didn't Jack Gibson have a family emergency recently? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, no worries, Sherry. Yeah, I took a minute. I had to look up the concert poster, and it wasn't Limp Bizkit, it was Korn that was on Summer Sanitarium. It was Limp Bizkit. I mean, it was Korn, Power Man 5000, and System of a Down. You're from the Bay Area. It's a small world, one bar. Again, Jacob, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Also, Jack doesn't even live here anymore. Jack lives outside of Nashville. Remember that you have an older brother. One of us went to school with these guys. Okay. I still fail to see your point. What's this got to do with you saying that Jack is leaving Exodus when he's not? Lincoln Park. Let's see. Metallica, Lincoln Park, Limp Bizkit. Oh my God, Lincoln Park has their own Wikipedia, the Lincolnpedia. I cannot. I fucking cannot. Okay, here we go. Summer Sanitarium Tour. The final tour for Jason Newsted, who quit in January 2001. Jesus, really? Let's see. Oh, here's the confusion, Sherry. In 2000, it was Korn, Power Man 5000. It's Korn, Kid Rock, Power Man 5000, and System of a Down. And in 2003, the Summer Sanitarium Tour was Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Deftones, and Mudvayne. I don't know if I saw the 2003 tour. I honestly have no memory of it. I remember working the 2000 show. I wonder where it took place in San Francisco. Maybe someone jog my memory. Let's see, 2003. Mm. Oh wait, this says 3Com Park in 2003. When was the 2000 one? Also 3Com Park. Huh. I don't remember. Maybe I went, maybe I didn't. I know I worked the 2001. I remember that one. Um, Jacob, you're not starting rumors. You're claiming that you have it on authority that Jack Gibson is leaving Exodus and you're going to need to replace him. Unless this is a very recent development, it doesn't, and one that doesn't make much sense. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I haven't heard anything. Yeah, I mean, Gary just did an interview with Full Metal Jackie, and he doesn't say anything about Jack leaving the band, which you would think they would talk about. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. Jens Kidman is on the Lord of the Rings of Power soundtrack. Oh, what? This is new. Do the Butcher Babies need to change their name to Butcher Baby now that One of them is left. Let's see. It's on the internet. Where on the internet is it? Not in Blabbermouth. Are you talking about this December 23rd, 2023 story? Yeah, are you talking about a story from 2023 that is like super old? Yeah, dude. That's everything's fine. Jack is still in Exodus. He's not leaving the band. Right? Yeah, Exodus is fine. Yeah, no, yeah, Lori, I found the same. I found it too. It's from December 23. It's real old. Yeah, the update is Jack is still in Exodus. Exodus is going to make a new album in 2025. Jack Gibson will be on it. Exodus will tour. Jack Gibson will be with them. That's the update. I don't remember what the family emergency was. It's not when it's. I want to say like grandfather died or something. I don't remember though. I'll be honest. Um, but yeah, everything's fine. It was 9 months ago that Jack missed a few days on tour. 1077 The Bone and the Stone Temple Pilots with Interstate Love Song. I'm Nikki Blakk, and Stone Temple Pilots are helping us celebrate 35 years of Lamont and Snelly at the L&T Ball. It's happening at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord on Friday night, August 16th, which is right around the corner. We are less than 2 weeks away. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com, and you can win them in the 8 a.m., 11 a.m., and 3 p.m. hours every day this week on 1077 The Bone. Oh, 940. Hmm. 3947. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 minutes of commercials in this next break, which I get is like a plus because it means more songs, but still. All right, let's see here. Okay, that's better. It's the Bay Area's own Green Day on the Rock of the Bay. I'm Nikki Blakk, and that song is featured prominently in of Deadpool 3. If you haven't gone to see the new Deadpool movie, what are you waiting for? I've seen it twice already. It is that good. It's that funny. If you are a fan of Deadpool 1 and 2 at all, Deadpool 3 delivers in spades. And then at the end, I don't think it's a spoiler for me to tell you that in the credits, there is huge flashback sequence to the origins of all of the characters in the Fox universe, and it's actually very sweet, and it is set to the Bay Area's own Green Hill Time of Your Life, like it was at the prom. All right, got a text from the boss that I got to do the thing that we do. Whew, I got to get these things out of the way. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wind down here pretty soon because I have got to do a bunch of stuff and finish this metal zone by the end of the night. Not that I don't love being distracted by you guys, but oh, sad face. Somebody was caller 6 and they're sad about it. Aw. What did I think of the Aerosmith news? Sort of. Oh, what? So if anybody has any questions or any stories they want to hear or any stuff like get it to me now so that I can get it done before I've got to be the F out of here. Just okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, and tomorrow is the 6th. You know what's funny is today I got in here and I was supposed to do this commercial for sports company, and I wanted to wait until I could research it because I didn't know much about it. It's like sports betting. I know a lot about sports, but I don't know a lot about sports betting. So I ended up asking one of the kids from KMBR who was like into that sort of thing to kind of like take a pass at making a script for me. He did a great job, and I was able to take his script and then rework it to make it sound like me. And they were like, "We really need you to get this together. It's a spec spot. We need to send it over to the client ASAP." They wanted it like Friday. So today they were like, "We really want it now. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I go over to the first producer's studio. He's working from home today. And I'm like, "Hey, our producer's not here to make the spot." And they're like, "Check with the other producer." And I go over to her studio. She's also not here today. And I'm like, I love how everyone gets to work from home except me. But I have to, like, just basically record it and send the file up and hope that he can make it sound good. I hope he does because I really would like to see us on this client. I think it would be cool. I wouldn't mind getting into sports betting as a sideline for fun because I have to do commercials for them, you know. Let's see. Okay, I gotta print this and I gotta put the right date. Last week, I was not paying attention and I printed the wrong date. Oh, okay. And I'm sure it's not a big deal, but, you know, when Lamont comes in at 0 dark 30 and has, like, the wrong name, all because I wasn't paying attention when I printed, it's, you know, it's not a good look. Like, about once every 3 months, I will accidentally print the wrong date, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I'll see this one, which is gonna be 21 to 26. That's right. Yep. Okay. Now let me tell the boss that that is handled. You know what? Let me just have a look. Sure. Because there have been times when I've done this and then like it just didn't take, but it looked like it worked. And then all of a sudden they were like, hey, we haven't had any commercials since midnight. And I'm all, what? Okay, good. Looking good. All right. That part is done. Does anyone ever request Frank Zappa? I mean, it's happened, but it's not frequent. One of our tech guys that I don't see very often. Okay, guys, I do need to check out. I mean, I could stay on, but you're just going to see me typing. So, cool. Have a good one. And I will tap in mañana. Yeah, I'm about to get real boring because I got a lot of work I got to do. Yeah, if I think tomorrow I'll be editing podcasts, so I could probably do that while I chat. But today I got to program Metal Zone, and sometimes I can do that while I chat, but sometimes I get a little distracted. All right, kids. Thanks for stopping by, though, and I'll see you. Yeah, no more starting rumors, Jacob. Next time you want to like tell me Jack's leaving Exodus, ask me if Jack is leaving Exodus first. Like, give me the source. Give me the source for your suspicions first, so that I can dispel them. Because I have Jack on speed dial if I really need to. I'd hate to bother him just because you read an article from last year, but I will if I need to bother people. All right, guys. Mañana, same bat time, same bat channel. Ask Jack if he's going to be playing at the UC Theater this December. You mean like with Exodus? Yeah, he'll be there because they're touring. Friday, December 6th, Exodus, Havoc, Candy, Dead Heat, UC Theater. Definitely happening. No reason to think it's not. You don't want to be uninvited to the after party for gossiping. You got to be invited to the after party first. So. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.